Hi. I feel really naked without any props. You'll also have to indulge me because I've just got a new iPad app that allows me to do funny watercolours, so everything's done in that, and maybe another ambitious idea of trying to kind of create a paperless office in a weird way. But this is the perhaps too full-on title for this, but what I wanted to talk about, the accidental future, is about, we're from a digital agency, so we make websites, I guess, primarily, fundamentally. But what we realised we've done in the last few years is we've been doing this for 10, 15 years, but we realised that what we've accidentally created is transformative processes for business, and what started out as just websites and different things, that we're actually creating tools that have in some ways transformed the core part of a business or become such an integral part of a business that you can't imagine a future without that anymore. And I don't think we were aware of it at the time. So these are more accidental, ambitious ideas, maybe. So that's been a big part of what we do, and I think that we have created a number of platforms, and for example, we work with some big clients around Australia and things like Holden and Jetstar and that sort of thing. And I think we're currently working on a redevelopment of Jetstar's website, and that's seen as a big thing. And 5 years ago we did the same, but at the time I don't think we even thought of how important that potentially was. So you think of what is an airline without a way to buy tickets, and that's what the web has become. And of course there's WebJet and there's all these other tools, but fundamentally for Jetstar, the website is their storefront. And I think 5 years ago we never really thought about it as this true sort of really serious partnership with just another website, and we sort of started out when we 10 years ago, it was still digital advertising was the small ugly cousin of mainstream above the line advertising, and maybe still is, but what we always strive to do is create kind of utility and lasting tools and that sort of thing, rather than trying to make something that kind of shocked you into paying attention, and rather that it was something that you wanted to come and use. And so we've kind of accidentally created all these partnerships and long-term things that have slowly, in many cases, transformed business. So what I wanted to talk about was a couple of things. One that we've just released, and one that's about to come out, which I can't talk about too much, but it will hopefully start a little bit of a change as well. So the first one was Select, which is football trading cards, AFL trading cards, and just standard paper cards that have been around for 100 years. And they came to us and they had to pitch to the AFL for the 2013 season. And they were for the first time up against some of the big American international trading card companies, who obviously can come in with big budgets and fancy pitches and talk about all the things they do. And they came to us and said, well, what can we do to be more 21st century? And this was, and again, it's kind of an accidental situation in that we were like, we went away and looked at what can we do for football cards, and how can we build an app, of course, because everyone's talking about apps and we like building them and all that sort of thing. What can we do? And we thought, well, no one's created a true digital extension of these trading cards, and kids love collecting them, trading them, taking to school and showing friends and doing all this stuff. Can we build something like that? So we pitched with them and that we would build an app, and the AFL loved it and they said, yeah, go ahead. And earlier this year we launched it, and it allows you to scan your cards in and already? Wow. Okay, scan your cards in and do all this amazing stuff, and did it work? Yeah, it did. In 8 weeks we had kids scanning over 1 million cards, spending 10 minutes within this app, which is unheard of amount of time for kids. And so what that's become is that now kids can't really imagine a future of trading cards without having a big digital extension, and that didn't exist a year ago. The other thing that we're doing right now, and I'm going to have to go through it really quickly, is looking at Holden, and we do a lot of stuff for Holden, of course, but in the dealerships we have no presence really. They're the same that they've been for 50 years. And we're looking at what we can do to try and get you out there. What do you want to do when you buy a car? Drive around with a sales guy, or drive around with like the Stig or something? Where do you want to take a test drive? In a 40 km/h zone, or around a racetrack or something like that? You're buying a new car because you have a dream of what you want.
7, 6.
So we're going to use Oculus Rift and do some amazing stuff, and we're already doing it, and it's out there, and we're about to demo it. So yeah, that's the end. But what I just wanted to say, there's the last slide. What I want to say is just be careful about what you do with particularly digital agencies, because we might accidentally reinvent a part of your business that you weren't aware of.